Hello there, Virgo. How are you guys doing today? Welcome. This is your check-in video. If you are new to this channel, welcome to our little corner of the internet. I'm so happy you guys are here. All right, now this is a timeless reading, so trust that your intuition sent you here because there's something about today's card spread that you're supposed to get a message from. All right, so if you'd like to share that in the comments down below, that would be great too. All right, here we go. Virgo, let's do this. Oop, bottom of the deck, we've got the Nine of Cups. I love it. We are already starting off just in a great energy level here. So you have the opportunity right now to really make your wishes come true, right? Whatever it is, your soul's desire, it's working out for you. So you have to take action. This is the time of your life that you are being guided to really take action. So look at this. You get the Six of Pentacles again. This is about generosity, abundance, reciprocity. So remember how I always say that usually you get the Six of Pentacles with me or the Hierophant. It basically tells me that, so this is like your baby Hierophant, and it tells me that you are now in that position where you are able to provide support for others, because there was a time before where you were the one that needed help. And so now, because of everything that you've been through, you've got the wisdom to now be able to switch the tables around and be the one that gives the support to others. So I love that about you. Virgos are very giving people, and that's one of the reasons why I really am so fortunate to be surrounded by a lot of Virgos. All right, here we go. Your other card here that I really love that you get is the Nine of Wands, because it tells me again that you are being reminded that you have so much strength, you stick to things, you don't give up, and you've been through so much that no matter what test you've been given, you continue to succeed no matter what. And I really like that. Your inner strength, your fortitude has been challenged so much, and you always win. You always win. I love it. Whoa. Look at this, Virgo. Look at this. This tells me that there is so much optimism, positivity in your life right now, that no matter what you choose to do, whatever you try to fight against, you will come out on top. There's something here, and maybe, again, something has happened, like a light switch has happened here for some of you, where you realize that you are in control of your life, and that you can choose to show up and be a support for others or not, right? But I think, I'm getting this feeling when I was meditating earlier that there's been such a switch in how you're seeing things, and that it literally, life is about that many forks in the road, right? It's about choices, this way or that way. And remember, I always tell you guys, always try to come from the purest part of your heart with the best intentions, your authentic self. Everything always works out, right? Like the Justice card, like I always tell you guys. So fork in the road, just like I said. It's always about the decisions that you're making, this way or that way. Always go towards the direction of light, because that's the one thing when I talk to a lot of clients and other friends, I always tell them, life is about making choices, and always choose the direction of light, and everything will work out in your favor. So just keep that in mind. So I just talked about the Justice card. So again, we are connecting here because I mentioned choices, and here we are. It's about choices. And then I talked about the Justice card and karma, right? And here's the Justice card. So whenever I call out, so those of you who are new to this channel, oftentimes I end up calling cards before I flip them over, and I do shuffle these cards. So this tells me that we are connecting here. So I really love that. Look at this. You've got the Sun card, you've got the World card. These are very powerful cards. Whatever it is in the past that you have experienced, you now have the ability to close that part of your life so that you can start something new. And the pain and the hurt that you have been through, Virgo, the thing that's challenged you has taught you so much about yourself, and it's going to give you that emotional closure. And the thing here is that it doesn't have to be giant lessons, right? It could be just little things. You will always fall back and think about the past, and some of you might be thinking, well, I didn't learn anything. Sure you did. You really did. It's just that maybe what you were expecting is some, lights and sirens kind of big things. But everything, all of the hardships that are presented to us, again, it's presented to us so that we can make choices, so that we are reminded to always choose good karma versus bad, and trusting that the universe will take care of everything else, will balance things out in your life. I think when we perseverate and we sit there like your Nine of Swords, sit in bed, you know, thinking about what could go wrong, that's just a waste of your time, right? Because that's negative karma. That's bad karma that you're sending out to the universe, and then you keep repeating it, and it's that loop. So trust that the universe has your back and things will balance out. I think you guys are all in such positive spirits right now. I really, really like this so far. I mean, everything is working out in your favor. So you've got the Five of Swords here, again, reminding you that the choices that you make in the future, if you have conflict with others, you can either shine light into it or you can choose dark. So if you choose light, everything will work out. And how do you choose light whenever you have conflict? Well, part of you will have to understand that it's about communication and compromise, right? And, you know, everyone gets into conflict. We all do, right? No one is perfect, and I certainly am not perfect. But when your cards show up like this, and the Five of Swords always come up, it just is a reminder from the universe that you have choices. Just like I said, you have choices. You can choose to take everyone's sword, and then, you know, it's very imbalanced fighting or conflict, or you can compromise. Because Virgo, I know you want all the swords, but maybe sometimes, you know, it's about compromising, right? Because you don't want to burn any bridges. And the more you fight, the more you invite that negative energy into your life. Right? And remember, what you send out, you get right back. So if you were wondering, why do you keep getting into conflict at work? Well, what are you sending out? What energy are you sending out? And yeah, okay, there's a lot of people at work that can really irritate you, but, you know, walk away. Be the higher person, be the better person that I know you are, right? And Queen of Cups here. Look at this. Wow. Lots of abundance, lots of love, lots of just great energy here. You are ready to love and give love and pour your love into something else. Right? So you're ready to commit, much like the Two of Cups or the Lovers, right? You're ready to commit, give yourself towards something, commit to something, whether it's yourself, right? Or now you're taking that next step and leveling up and saying, you know what, I think I'm ready to let someone else into my life. If you are here for like a love reading type thing, you're in such great spirits right now, and I think things are becoming very clear because you're being told, listen to your higher self. Make the right choice. Choose the direction of light. All right, I'm getting really. This is really like there's a lot of messages here. I wish you were sitting here in front of me because there's a lot I would want to tell you. Okay, the number 5 here is very important to you right now. If you see a series of 5s, right, then there's a message there. Pay attention, because oftentimes if you're listening to music, something like that, and then you see 5555 or, you know, something like that, then pay attention. There's a message right around that time. The other one that's important is right here, number 9. Okay, number 9 is important. So yeah, so just take a look at everything that's around you. So with the 5 of Pentacles, what's happening here is that you're kind of worried that you're about to lose something, that if you open your heart up, then what are you going to lose? There's a part of you that feels very insecure. And I'm getting this feeling that some of you are worried that, you know, you're thinking, wow, everything is going so well right now and everything feels so good. There's a part of you that thinks, when is it all going to fall apart, right? It's almost like, I'm worried that I'm not worrying, right? Like I'm such a worrywart that I'm worried that I have nothing to worry about. Right? And so here's the thing, you deserve not to worry, because Virgo, you've been going through a lot, and don't worry. Just change your mindset so that you can move forward. Allow love into your life. Give love to others, give love to your life, and watch what happens. Look at this, the Chariot. This is your will, your determination, the momentum that's coming into your life. You're being rewarded. All of this hard work, this is victory for you. Victory. Right? And it's all happening really fast, and it's fated. It's not, you know, you can't change this. You're going to get exactly what you need to receive. Look at this, wish fulfillment again. So this is a really positive reading for you, Virgo. Wow, you're going through a big healing process, as we know. And the thing here is that you are regaining your hope, your faith in things, in life, in love, in partnerships. And just overall, and that's why you're in a giving mood. You're understanding that you've now healed, and you're so much more wise, and you're so compassionate, and you understand that others hurt too, and so you're there for them. You provide that support. 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, you're creating stability and balance in your life. And, and here's the thing with the Four of Pentacles. This is Capricorn, by the way. This is your BFF, and this is Taurus here. The Pentacles I love because, again, this is about creating stability in your physical world. So this could be emotional stability, right? Because it affects your body. This could be something about your health, your finances, the structures in your home, in your life, in your everyday life. So that's coming for you here. But you remember, these things don't happen passively. You actually have to act on it. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to leave the 9 right here, the 9 of Cups. Look at that. 8 of Cups is underneath. You are so much wiser because you are really realizing what's no longer serving you, and you're going to move forward. You've taken the time to really analyze and go deep, and now you're making that important decision to leave behind the things that don't matter to you anymore, that don't serve you. And perhaps this has to do with conflict. This has to do with your state of mind, that lack mentality, that insecurity. You deserve everything, Virgo. Look at that. You're getting new ideas. You might be spying on some people, or people might be gossiping, right? But you're about to receive some information, some new ideas, right? Look at you fighting for yourself. And that's okay. Establishing boundaries is always okay for you, Virgo. All right. We got to get moving here. I get so carried away with your readings because I just absolutely love reading for you guys. 7 of Cups. You have a lot of decisions to make. Everything looks really good because you're in such a positive state that it's hard for you. You're overanalyzing everything. And, again, which way to go? What decision do I need to make? Universe is saying you have to make that decision. Otherwise, you can't act. You can't move forward unless you get on the chariot. You got to get on the chariot in order for you to go to move forward. So make that choice, whatever that is. And if you don't know what it is, go within. Trust your intuition. You're kind of in a really positive state right now, Virgo, so your intuition is pretty sharp. King of Swords. This is you being very analytical, being very assertive. So when you are assertive, logical, analytical, and you may be emotionally detached, like if you're at work, you're just there to work, right? No drama, no nothing else, no nonsense. You're just there to work. Remember that sometimes you can appear very distant and unapproachable, maybe even just emotionally detached. So be aware that that may bring conflict in your life, right? So if people are, talking smack about you, it might be just because they're thinking that you're meaning harm, but really you're just there to do the job. You're there to get things done and go home, right? And have a life. So just be careful how you're coming off, right, to others, because I don't want you to have conflict. Knight of Wands, you're full of passion, lots of energy. I'm going to put this guy here next to the Chariot because you've got so much momentum, so much energy to move you forward. You just got to figure out what it is, what you want next, because you're getting to that end of the journey from that Tower moment, right? Oh, and by the way, I kind of wanted to do a reading regarding your Tower moment, see if there's anything in the future here that you've got to look out for, because I don't want you guys to have a repeat of the Tower moments that you've had from last year. So if you want that reading, let me know. Put that in the comments down below. All right, Queen of Swords. Again, with the King of Swords, Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is very direct, very honest. So here's the thing, Virgo. The conflicts that you have at work, is it because you're very quick to tell people like you're doing that wrong? Why are you doing that? Or you're an idiot because you're making mistakes. I mean, be careful because you are so honest, right? And you want to get the job done. Maybe how you come off, if you're really very sharp-tongued, it might create problems for you. You're probably right in your assessment because you are very analytical and very logical, but maybe your delivery might be a little bit, might get you in trouble, and then you get written up, and next thing you know, you're in front of the principal or the supervisor, and you're like, what just happened? I was just doing my job. All right. Let's do a few more cards. What else does Virgo need to know today? What do you need to know? All right, here we go. 4 of Cups. Open up your heart. You're not going to get hurt. You're much wiser. Trust yourself. Trust your intuition. The Queen of Cups is the psychic of the tarot. And you're going to know. If your gut feeling tells you that if someone's coming towards you, and you feel as though they're lying, cheating, stealing, or just not honest, you'll know. But here's the thing. These are blessings that are given to you by the universe. It's time for you to turn around and take it. You have to take action. If you want your life to change, you have to get out from under this tree, uncross your arms and get up, take the cup. The universe keeps presenting you these opportunities, but you just won't take them. So understand that you have everything going for you, right? That if you take this action here and go with it and use the passions that you have, everything is going to work out exactly the way you want it. You're going to have wish fulfillment. And it's going to happen whether you like it or not, because the Chariot's going to take you there. but you just have to take action. It's not going to come across your living room. Okay. So you got to do, what did I say? Lying, cheating, stealing, right? You're not going to have that issue. So again, this is the lying, cheating, stealing card. So what I was saying is that use your intuition. If you sense that somebody is not right, you know, that red flag comes up, pay attention, right? So you're not going to get hurt. Just make sure that you keep that radar up. All right, bottom of the deck, Queen of Pentacles. If you are starting a new business, if you are starting a side hustle, this is a great time to do that. You're going to need to put in a lot of work, but guess what? You're going to have so much abundance with that new venture, because you're going to put a lot of love in it. You have a lot of passion, right? And you've got momentum, because there's something here. You're much wiser, and you're going to have wish fulfillment, whatever that is. Okay. Where was this? I can't remember. I think it was right here. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Queen of Pentacles. I love this for you. Let me just do this. There's your Nine of Swords. What did I say? Right? You're perseverating. Don't do that. Let's do this again. I don't know. Let's play a card trick here. See what happens. Oh, let's go with that one. Queen of Pentacles again. Look at that. You're planning for the future. Everything looks bright. All right. Look at that. Seven of Pentacles. This is you reassessing your life. All right. I don't know why I did that. I felt the need to do that, but I don't know. I thought that was kind of cool to do. All right. So that guy wants to be looked at. All right. What other energies, what other messages do you need to receive today? Virgo. It's time to release negativity. What have I been harping on since the start, right? Justice. Release that negativity so you're always vibrating at a high energy. A time to give rather than take. So that's your Six of Pentacles here. So if it's repeating itself, the messages are repeating itself, then you need to pay attention. There's something there. You and your loved ones are safe. So I think this is speaking to this. Continue to pour love. It's okay to love. It's okay to uncross your arms. You're going to be okay. Universe is protecting you. Uncross these arms. The number 4 might be important to you. All right, one more. A win-win outcome is forecast. Yeah, win-win. It's all going to work out in your favor. Take time to breathe out. Yeah, I mean, you know, when you have so much energy here with the Knight of Wands and the Chariot, don't overwork yourself, all right? I really feel a different momentum for you right now, Virgo. I think it's time for you to strike. Not someone, but if you're starting a business, I feel really good about this for you. Make sure you really weigh all of the options, right? So that you can, you can make the right decisions for yourself. If you're wanting to start a YouTube channel or a side hustle, this might be a good thing for you. All right. So let me know what resonated with you. I'll talk to you soon. Have a great day. I love you. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.